Morning, it's Harvey Jackson. Just going to get through a few news items. The one that kind of set itself out was the China buys first cargo of canola. So you can see here in this Reuters news article that first cargo is actually getting loaded, which is great considering the deal was just expected for March 1st, but looks like China's ahead on the commitment and they're going to start buying. They have to buy a fair bit to make this pace actually work. You and even from now until crop year end is it's 6.5 months or whatever, and they bought 4.5 in the last couple of years. So if they buy two, it would just get us up to pace, and you'll see that in a little wee bit here as well. There's some um, deals getting done. EU and South America actually, after 25 years of negotiation, they finally got a deal done. But there's still lots of infighting within Europe of how well this deal is going to go for the farmers over there as well. They're the most upset, it seems. Trump put some more pressure on trying to get everybody to back him on taking over Greenland for national security reasons. So he's talking about putting a tariff on Europe. Anybody that's backing the Danes and possibly even pulling out of NATO is one of the discussions as well. Current capacity utilization sitting right at 71.6, crushed 5.5 million metric tons. 200 last year was only 5.28, so good pace, of course, but the crushers can't really crush a whole lot more than they are. At 92%, there's always a place somewhere that can't fulfill their commitments, whether that's a back end pipeline problem or meal or oil or whatever. But look at, so even if China buys, we're just going to get to last year's pace. Still, we'll end up with a problem on our big production year that we've got there. Now, not everybody believes everything is as big as it was, but there's still a lot of canola out there. Showing this, there's a difference between the production credit and from one year to the next as well. But there's a um, canola still only captures like 22 cents of per gallon of credit, where they didn't get a credit last year, and the RIN value is something else again. So qualify for a full RIN, it sounds like it, but you're still only going to get 22 cents per gallon using the 45Z incentive program. Global stocks take a hit from tariff threats, and some of the European economies are getting hit. I don't show this one very often, but just a quick look. And again, it's dated information, so it came out on Friday. Shows the positions that the managed money, the producers are all reporting to the exchanges. So they were 81,749 contracts short of managed money, but again, that was the previous Tuesday to as well information. So it comes out on Friday, it goes Tuesday to Tuesday kind of thing. So it is about halfway in there, and the market's been going up. So you probably will have eroded some of that when we get the current or the information back on next Friday. Looks like it's cold to the west and into the Great Lakes there. There is no real standout of issues for weather in South America that I can see, but you can see in the extended forecast, and again, it keeps getting pushed out into the extended forecast. So you got January 29th date with some dryness building in that area. Canola is currently trading up at 641.70 up 220. Rapeseed is slightly down. Soybean oil and a lot of the European stuff, or the U.S. stuff, is not trading. It's Martin Luther holiday here, so soybeans and everything had an up day, and none of those are trading. But the Canadian dollar should be is trading just slightly up as well. So just a quick look at the markets. We're kind of traded out on Friday, but you can see this is a nice leg up. It's respecting the 200 EMA, which is your not the average moving average of 200 days up here, but your EMA is quite a bit lower, and it's the exponential moving average, and it seems to have respected that. But we'll have to see how this all plays out here. Leg up in November, and then when you look at European canola, it's actually started to slow down already. It seems to be getting to that 200 EMA and kind of trading sideways there. The price differential is at just 111.5. That's the European rapeseed priced against the Canadian canola in Canadian dollars. So it's at the lower end of this range here. Soybean oil had a great day, and then got to the previous highs and rejected it. But it's still pretty strong. Soybean futures didn't do anything. Soy meal futures, it's got a tail going down here. Your crude palm oil, um, and if you look at relative terms, you're kind of in the middle of the range, no matter what you look at there. Crude oil um, uh, barrel looks like it's found its highs and tried to pull back into this range. West Texas or Western Canadian Select currently trading just shy of $47. New York Harbor Freight did pull off at this and still holding out there. Like the cold weather doesn't seem to have the big effect that it usually has, but we'll have to see how that plays out. Here we're hanging out right at that 50% of the retracement value. U.S. dollar index looks like it's going to keep going here, and Brazilian real. And I did get some information over the weekend from a client who was talking about how Brazil and China, or the BRICS, are now trading amongst themselves, not using the U.S. System to trade anymore on some of their shipments. So we'll have to see how that plays out. It's probably not going to be a good thing, but they've basically signed into power that or Brazilian signed that they're going to be trading directly in the BRICS with the Bitcoin. Interesting. See how these all tightened right up. So gold priced in U.S. dollars, euros, Japanese yen, British pounds, Canadian dollars, and Swiss francs. You can see that there was some separation in previous years, but now we're just uh, really tightening right up. Gold futures making new highs. Same thing with silver. Have a quick look at the meats. We've actually tailed off on both the feeder cattle and the live, but the hogs actually have tailed up higher. So we broke through that resistance that we were talking about earlier. That's all I have for you today.